the Monday Motivation with Eric and Friends podcast with your host, Eric F. King, featuring world-class speakers, coaches, and consultants. Join us every Monday as we dive into empowering conversations that motivate, inspire, and educate entrepreneurs. Kickstart your week with valuable insights that help you not just survive, but thrive. This is your go-to podcast to start your week strong and live your best life. Let's make Mondays the fuel for your success journey.
All right, we are living our best life, folks. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Monday Motivation. I am excited as always because not only am I going to share a great topic, but I'm going to share it with my friends. All right, I'm going to share it with my friends. I'm going to share it with some of the best coaches and consultants in the world. All right, so my name is Eric F. King. And we are going to jump right into this incredible topic today, the topic of the power of collaboration. The power of collaboration. You will want to send this to as many people as you can because it's going to be a great discussion, folks. It's going to be a great discussion. Send it out, tag somebody so they can be a part of this. All right. So to get started, as always, you know that I love to get started with mindset. Because in anything we do, we have to have the right mindset and the right attitude, or it will never work out. You'll wonder why. You're like, I have all the strategies, but you don't have the mindset. So at this time, I'm going to bring on stage one of the best mindset coaches in the world today. She hails from Texas, and she also has her own show, the Cassandra Terry Morning Show. But today she is on our show to give us value as usual. So without further ado, I'm going to send it out to Miss Cassandra Terry.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much. I am glad to be here with you and all of our world-class speakers. It is how I start my week. It is how I start my Monday, the most exciting day of the week. And by the mere fact that we're here and we're doing this together and have been doing it for so long, speaks beautifully to the topic, right? The power of collaboration. And the first thing that you said, I always thought you were smart, but you keep getting smarter week by week. You just keep dropping those gems. And collaboration and mindset are so important to tie together. When whoever you are and whatever you are, you bring with you to any collaboration, right? So your mindset, just like it's important in your individual endeavors, it's just that much more important when you begin to collaborate. Because if you've got a bunch of stuff going on, guess what you're going to bring to the group, right? So doing that inner work is imperative to any way that you want to show up. When I think about mindset of the group, I think about what is the right mindset to be a part of any type of collaboration. You need to be open. You need to be honest. You need to be an active listener. And you need to be okay playing your role, right? I can't be Zion. I can't be Eric. If I'm trying to outdo Leah, we're not collaborating, we're competing, right? And there's enough going on out there that there's room for us all. And one of my favorite quotes is that the sum of the whole is better than the equal of its parts. So you take Amberly, you take any, you take each one of us individually, and we all bring something. But when you put us all together and we collaborate, not only is it what we individually bring, but it's more. It's more because of the power of the collective and collaborating. We get a chance to bounce off of each other. We get a chance to learn from each other. We have the opportunity to support one another. And all of that is the power of collaboration. I can think and plan and do great things on my own. But when I plug into a powerful group that's supportive and that holds me accountable and that can help me round out my ideas and even bring in ideas I wouldn't have had on my own, anything that I bring to the table is expanded. It grows, it gets deeper. There's opportunity for it to be shaped in different ways, because in collaboration, there's a diversity of ideas, diversity of point of view. And we hear people all the time say, I just want to be with like-minded people. Yes, I want to be with people who have the same energy type, who are working towards something, who are interested in making the world a better place. But I don't necessarily want to be with people who think just like I do. The world full of a bunch of Cassandras would be okay, but the world full of diverse points of view and people bringing in what their experiences is so much better. And it makes everything that I do better just by default. So I want to encourage you to be in collaboration, to look towards collaboration versus looking towards competition, because the real competition is with you. It's with your mindset. You're battling yourself more than you will ever battle anyone else. If your mindset is right, you see opportunity where others see competition. Where your mindset is right, you see the ability to share and to grow and to give and to thrive. And that reciprocity is also a part about is a key to being a good member of a collaboration. Right? You don't want to come in just taking. You want to know what you can bring as well as what you're going to receive in that power of everyone coming together. And when you have that, you respect yourself, the group respects you, and everyone's operating at their best and getting something from the experience. So I collaborate every day. I don't even imagine what a day would be like when there was absolutely nothing but me, no collaboration, no support, no accountability, no fresh ideas. I don't even like the sound of that. I don't know about you, but there is power in collaboration beyond what I'll ever have the words to share. But I tell you, my business has grown. Personally, I have grown. The things that I bring to the table are better because there's a group that I trust. There are people that I know their skills, and I know they can fill in the areas where my skills are just growing, or maybe they don't exist at all. Surrounding myself with people who firm up where I'm a little bit weaker, I don't see that as a bad thing. I see that as a blessing, because no one's good at everything. I couldn't speak to you as well as I do today, especially when it comes to talking about my products and offerings, if I hadn't have gone to Eric's Compassionate Closer program. I was one of those people who was in business because I really, really had something that I wanted to share, and it started to take over and take a lot of time, and people started asking how they could book me. I didn't plan it on the front end. It was a sharing thing that became a business, and I didn't have the skills to market it properly. Any came in and helped me with that. I definitely didn't have the skills to present what I was offering well. And I was just like Coral, taking note after note after note and practicing with Eric. And it opened up my eyes and it changed my mindset so that I could see I was helping, not trying to take something away from people. So mindset is it in everything that you do. And Eric, I thank you so much for having that foresight and including me in everything that you guys do.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Cassandra. That was a TED Talk right there. We give so much value. You gave so much value right there. People pay a lot of money for value like this, right? And we share it with the world for free. And that's why if you're listening to this right now, you want to share this with more people. All right, so we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going because it's gonna get better and better. And we're going to go from Texas to California. All right, we're going to go to California to my good friend who is a financial expert. Right, she is a financial expert, and she's also a black belt in martial arts, which is that's a feat on its own. Right, but yeah, she helps you make money, save money, invest money. And I always say this: people say money doesn't buy you happiness, but you know what? I hear people say all the time, "I want to be rich." I've never heard someone say, "I want to be broke." That's all I have to say. So we're going to bring up on stage Leah Garcia from California. Leah, the floor is yours.
That's right. From Monterey, California. Happy Motivational Monday. My name is Leah Garcia, and I'm here to help you earn your black belt in financial literacy in bite-sized golden nuggets. And Cassandra, I would love a world with a lot of everyone was Cassandra, but guess what? We got to bring in different spices. We got to have the paprika and the salt and all the different garlics and things. And when I think of the mastermind, I absolutely think of Eric F. King. He is the master of the mastermind. And that is what, to me, is what a collaboration is. It really is an alliance. And it's going beyond just a simple referral. Cassandra kind of alluded to that. Because a referral, in my mind, although it can be valuable, it's superficial, it's cursory, it's static. When you really have a collaboration, when you're really bringing different minds together, it gives you the ability to build relationships and to really bring more value to your audience and your clients and have the opportunity to really stay in your lane. It deepens, I know for me, it has deepened my knowledge as a person in business and professional by bringing education and partnering with another. It brings more value to your audience, but at the same time, you might think it's selling away. You might think it's giving away, but really, I always say givers gain. And you can do this so easily, especially if you're on LinkedIn. They have so many different opportunities for you to collaborate with others on audio rooms and podcasts and live events. You could share newsletters, and your audience may benefit from hearing a different voice, right? A different mindset from your own market. And imagine being able to provide vetted resources to your community. What does that do for you? You can't even quantify the value that makes. You bring more value, but at the same time, you are sending your community to vetted referrals that are trusted, and they will think of you more often. A lot of times people might have a microwave mindset. They just want a quick fix when they're really trying to chase a slow cooking crock pot dream. And what do you have to do? You have to allow the juices to marinate. You have to allow all the different areas to come in and simmer together. I love collaborations. Really, collaborations to me, I wouldn't even know how to do my business without a collaboration. I use a team-based model, but at the same time, if you aren't from an industry that is part of your infrastructure, I would really encourage you to find other people in your industry that are sidelines that can say the same thing in a different way. Maybe if you're in mortgages, maybe you have somebody that has another service that would benefit your community. And in closing, I heard this story they asked a Navy SEAL, who makes it through the training? Who makes it through Navy SEAL? He said, you know what? I can't tell you who makes it through, but I can tell you who doesn't. It's not the college athlete who everything's come easy. It's not somebody who can delegate and tell everybody what to do. It's not somebody with the big muscles. It's a person that when they are exhausted, when they feel they have nothing left, they find the energy to help another. And that to me is how you really gain long-term success, long-term thinking, is having the strength to pull from other resources. And that's really, if you're an entrepreneur, how to have that long-term success. And so that's my time. Remember, a rising tide raises all boats, but only if your boat is in the water. And I honor all of you for having your boat in the water this morning. And with that, I hand it back to you, Eric.
All right. Appreciate that. You know, again, folks, the knowledge that we are getting here is just tremendous. So thank you so much. Where it is 4 a.m. up in California, but you'll never know because Leah has so much energy, and we appreciate you, Leah. All right, so we're gonna keep moving. By the way, I wanna thank all the people from around the world that have joined us. We have Alexis Skurloff James up there in Arizona. Coral from Europe is here. Genevieve from Trinidad and Tobago. We have people from all over the world. This is exciting that we are getting our message out. All right, so I encourage everybody to go on either LinkedIn or YouTube and not only comment, but put a question in there so we can answer this, because we're going to do question and answers very soon. All right. So again, I'm Eric F. King on YouTube, Eric F. King on LinkedIn, And I think we're on other platforms as well, but for now, let's just focus on those. All right. So, okay, now we're going to get to our third person, our third speaker for today, who is a good friend of mine from Maryland. And and I met her through a collaboration, like I met almost everybody here. Okay. And she is an expert. Get this. She's an expert in helping you build relationships, connect with more people, and retain your clients. Now, isn't that someone you want to know? Isn't that someone you want to know? She is a business communication expert, all the way from Maryland. Her name is Amberly Shreve. Amberly, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Eric. And it is such a pleasure to be here with each and every one of you. So this topic is, I think it is truly a huge topic, because when you are talking about collaboration, you are talking about building trust within relationships. So a few things that I use to collaborate and build trust is share resources. What do you bring to the table? What gifts do you have that you are going to bring to others? How can you bring them value? Who can you introduce them to? What events can you invite them to? There are many different ways that you can build relationships with others, all through things that you're doing every single day. I agree with Cassandra. Mindset is a huge piece. How are you moving forward? How are you showing up for yourself so that you can be the best expansion for others in addition to yourself? Making an impact on others is such a huge piece. How are you going to be able to put them in a place where you both can grow? This is so important, because as we move through in and out of business, we are meeting new people. We are going to different events. We find ourselves in areas where we are actually in an opportunity for constant growth. And we have so many opportunities to be able to share this with others. I love building trust within relationships. If you look at the relationships out there, how are you building this trust? Are you working on your relationships? Are you building them strong? Are you nurturing them? It's just like with anything that we have out here, your vehicles, your home, you maintain those things. You're not just going to sit there and let them be. Of course not. So you're going to nurture them. You're going to check in. You're going to even send them something. And standing out, making a difference, staying memorable is a huge piece of collaboration, because as others get to know you, they're going to want to do business with you because of the value that you bring, because of the person that you are, your integrity, your credibility, the fact that you are authentic and genuine. And these, my friends, are just a few of the pieces that make beautiful collaborations grow and thrive. So I want each and every one of you to be able to move through your business relationships in such a beautiful way. And if you need help, you're not quite sure where to start, I'm here to support you in your life, in your business, whatever it is that you need. There isn't anything that we can't tackle. So really find yourself in a place to be coachable and to find growth within yourself, because believe it or not, all of this starts in you. I love what Cassandra said about competition. It's really true. The only person that you're in competition with is yourself. So lead with love, give yourself grace, honor your needs, and find people that you can build beautiful relationships with, all through collaboration, and make something really magical happen so that you can grow and thrive. Have a wonderful week, everyone.
All right. All right. Well, thank you so much, Amberly. We appreciate you. More golden nuggets this morning. All right. So we're gonna keep moving. I see you guys in the chat. Keep blowing it up. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Sold out. I don't know your name, but we appreciate you. Sold out. All right. So let's keep going. I'm going to share some information with you. As most of you know, my name is Eric F. King, and I am a sales and leadership coach. So I've helped hundreds of entrepreneurs 2x, 3x, and even 10x their sales without being pushy or salesy. And and I always talk about how sales is service, right? So if you're not selling, you're not serving, because they can't get the value of what you have if they don't have it, right? Um, and for me, I look at it this way. Most people, when selling, they sell one to one, right? So they find somebody, they target one person, they serve one person at a time. But if you collaborate, then you're selling one to many, right? You're selling one to many. And then you get to your goal much faster, right? So that's why I think this topic is so important, because collaborations help you get to more people. I'm going to give you three tips, all right, on collaborations. Number one, it fosters accountability. It fosters accountability. Let me give you an example. On Monday mornings at 7, well, I have to wake up about 6. I get on this call and collaborate with the world-class speakers that are here. Sometimes I don't feel like getting up at 6. Sometimes maybe I spent I slept late or whatever, and I don't feel like it. Like, I'm tired sometimes. But you know why I do it? Number one, I have to show up to these folks. I'm not going to leave them hanging, right? And then I have to show up to everybody else that's waiting, that registered, right? So the accountability is powerful. The accountability, you got to do it. You got to show up, right? So that's one thing about it. So entrepreneurship is lonely. If you're doing it by yourself, you're making it harder than it should be. If I had to just get up and nobody knew about it and I didn't collaborate with anybody, I'd just skip it sometimes. Not this Monday. Right? So that's the power of it. Number two, when you collaborate, you are pooling resources, right? So there's diverse backgrounds, diverse skills. I run a mastermind every 2 weeks, Sunday nights, and we pool resources, right? We have people in the mastermind. And someone asked a question yesterday on an event she wants to do, and we all went around the room and we all gave her information to help her. And I was taking notes, and I was blown away by the things I was learning. I do events for a living, and I'm learning all these things, right? Again, the resources of people, it's, you can't buy it. You can stay up all night and not think of it, because you don't know what they've gone through, right? You learn from everybody. So you pool resources when you collaborate. And then you solve problems. Number three, you solve problems, more problems, right? How do you make money? Find a problem and solve it, right? You solve more problems when you collaborate with others to get to your goal, right? So I'll give you an example. If I'm doing a collaboration with another sales coach, most people would say, Eric, why would you waste your time and collaborate with the sales coach? I was on a call with TC. She's from Europe. I know Annie knows her, and she's brilliant. She's brilliant in sales and brilliant in marketing. And we're on this call, and she's giving tips and I'm giving tips. Now, some would say, well, Eric, that's your competition. Why would you get on a call with her? And I'm like, what are you talking about? We are collectively solving more problems. We're collectively helping more people. Her audience sees me, my audience sees her, right? And it's a win-win-win situation. So 4 years of business school, no professor ever talked about collaboration. They talked about competition every day. This is how you beat your competition. This is how you beat your competition. But the best, most successful people in the world all collaborate. Go to an Anthony Robbins event. It's not just him. He has 5 other coaches with him, right? So that's what I want to share with you. If any of you are interested in being a part of my mastermind, I do it with a woman by the name of Lachelle. She is America's Supermom. She's all over the internet. We do a great mastermind together. Cassandra is in our mastermind every other Sunday. And in this mastermind, you get to, number one, we have what we call a spotlight, where we spotlight you and you get to ask any question about marketing, sales, business, whatever. And each person goes around the room and gives you input and experiences and everything they know on that topic. And you get to even send the question a week in advance. So we're all prepared for you. Okay. And then we also have a round robin where we go around the room and everybody talks about what they're good at. And I take notes and notes and notes. It's the same concept as Think and Grow Rich, right? The richest people in the world in Think and Grow Rich, that's what they did. So if you're interested in the mastermind, just put in the chat mastermind info and I'll send it to you, and we can discuss how you can be a part of it. By the way, it's not free. It's not free. Okay, it's information that can change your life. So obviously stuff like that is not free. But if you're open to it, send me a message. All right, that's what I want to share on masterminds. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, so let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Our next speaker. Now I'm in Virginia, so now we're going all the way across the pond to Europe again. Like we go all over, right? To a gentleman who, because of his collaboration, helping me in audio rooms, that's why we're here today, because it turned into a podcast. Okay, so another example, right? So he is the king of audio rooms. He helps you. He helps people become famous. Believe it or not, yeah, I hired him to help me become famous. So I'm gonna go to Eddie, the marketing wizard up in Europe. Eddie Usong, the floor is yours.
You're far too kind, Eric. You are the genius amongst us, my friend. I love how you say, you turn up every time. We know you're going to be here. We know you're going to be here with a great topic. So we just turn up as well. And that's part of the conversation. You are saying, your coaching program transformed all our lives, I'm sure. This has transformed mine, my organization as well. So, definitely the power of collaboration, my friend, is simply this. With collaboration, you can turn 1 + 1 into 11. That's how collaboration really works. I don't say that lightly. I've been in business for 9 years. And like you said, I never heard about collaboration when I was starting my business. And it never crossed my mind. But let me tell you, it's moved me forward probably 8 years, really. Everything I do is about collaboration. See, people see me every day and they see, I tell them about my service to make you famous. I don't own a TV channel. I don't own a radio station. I don't own magazines. I collaborate with people who do. I don't, there's many things, I'll offer a bestseller service on Amazon if you write a book. Again, I don't own a software. I got a friend who does. Everything I do in business, even writing people's books, is through collaboration and having a partner who's, we're both committed to the cause. Collaboration is key in every business. It really is. And if you're not collaborating, if you're competing instead, you're missing out on a trick. You mentioned many of the things, many of the benefits, shared resources, people who have systems that you can tap into already, people who just have more skills than we do. It's a collaboration. It's an amazing gift that we get to use, to benefit from. And I suppose let me say, ultimately the goal is to help people, like you said, Eric, solve problems. When I look for collaborators, the first question I ask myself is, can we create something that's going to transform people's lives? More than I can. If you just rely on me, my friend, we'll still be in the dark ages, really. I'm saying I'm good, but hell, there's people who know more than we do. And as I say, if you're the smartest one in the room, you're probably in the wrong room. And it really is a case of find those who have more than you have. You see, but here's the point, Eric. Create something. Create something new. If you bring your expertise, they bring their expertise, their genius, when those two meet, I say you create something amazing. That's the beauty of collaboration. See, I see people every day who want to collaborate. And can we collaborate? I'm like, what? Who are you? What do you know? What do you bring? And they can't tell me. What they really mean is, bring me your customers, Annie. Help me make more money. And I just tell them, you missed the whole point. I'm not going to talk to you ever again. Goodbye. I just last night I'm like, just goodbye. It didn't hear another word from me, right? Look, I said, maybe I should go back to the point of what collaboration means in a dictionary. It basically, collaboration allows people to work together to achieve a defined common business purpose. A defined common business purpose. That commonality, that thing that we have in common, must be our customers or the people that we exist to serve. It just must be. If it's not, then this will probably go south. So let's start there. The second thing I would say, find someone with whom you have truly shared values. Someone's only after your money or making money or fleecing customers. Run a mile. You don't need people like that in anywhere near your business. Don't get into bed with them, literally, figuratively speaking, and then do a disservice to people and then start regretting never getting working with them. Really make sure you know very well who you're working with. This is where Amberly's conversation about trust becomes a thing in itself. You must trust your partners. If you don't trust them, then it will never work. And so that trust, it might take time to build up, but literally you must trust them the same way we can trust you to be here every week, Eric. Oh, that was a great topic, really. So that trust goes across everything that we all do. When I work with Cassandra, there's a joy in saying Cassandra is the best limiting beliefs mindset coach there is. Everyone here has their uniqueness that I truly appreciate and sell them on. When I talk about Zion, again, there's no one else who talks positivity. Leah's wall of worth and Amberly, your cards are to die for. Really, I'm saying you have to love your partners on that sort of level. So once you've chosen them, and I think again that was mentioned earlier, let's ask ourselves, what do we bring to the table? What am I bringing? Because if you don't bring something, let's say we're not really collaborating, are we? What am I bringing? What are they bringing? And then what's the genius we can create in that middle of that? So Leah mentioned that great meal that we can cook. That's really what happens. So I suppose I'll make a couple more points. Which is that the whole point of collaboration is we put in together, we create something amazing, our customers benefit. We as businesses benefit from having more services, having more, we can do more for people who exist to serve. But more than that, we also get to make more money. We impact more people, in other words. So when we do that, there must be a level of shared risk. How many people I see every day who want to say they want to collaborate? What they really mean is, Cassandra, you take all the risk. I'll just wait for the income to come. That's not collaboration. That's ridiculous, right? But we see it every day. It really happens every day. And I said, look. So the last I'll say is, let's not compete. People are here they're trying to compete against you, really. They masquerade as collaborators. I've seen them. They come to you, let's work together. What they really mean is, I want you to be subservient to me and sell my service. Avoid those people. So try and see through them and literally say, no, thanks, bye. We must learn to say no as much as we say yes to collaborations. Let me keep quiet, my friends. I think I've talked more than enough. It's always a joy, though.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Eddie. We appreciate you as always. So we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going to, wait, the person we're supposed to go to, I don't see him anymore. Okay, let's see. I don't see him anymore. All right, so but you know what? I can keep talking. I don't have a problem talking. All right, so one thing that you said that really resonated with me is the fact that people say they want to collaborate, but really they want to mooch off of you. That's how I look at it. You don't want to mooch off of you, right? So here's the thing. When you're collaborating, it has to be 50-50, right? You have to be 50, right? So they have to benefit. There's nothing I do where I'm the only person that benefits, because it doesn't work. I don't feel that it's going to work that way, right? It's so they have to benefit. You have to say, okay, before I contact Cassandra to collaborate, how is our collaboration going to help her? That's the first thing that you should think about. Not what can I gain by connecting with Cassandra, right? So, and if you do that, I know it sounds counterintuitive, because we're thinking if you focus on just making the money, we'll make money. No, everybody in the world focuses on making money, but a lot of people are broke. That's not it. Chasing money that's not how to do it. And if you're young on this call, I just helped you. I just helped you. I shaved off like 10, 15 years off your learning curve right now with that statement. Chasing the money is not going to make you money. Everybody chases money, right? But when you give service, when you collaborate with others and help the masses, the money will roll in. Like I get opportunities all the time. I have to turn most of them down because I don't have time. Why? Because I help more people get to more people, right? So I like the way what you said. And by the way, you do make a lot of money when you collaborate. If you do it right, I know people don't talk about money, but I do, right? You do make money because you're going to get to more people.
Right? Eric, my best services have been based on collaborations.
There you go.
By a long way.
Money comes from people. Money comes from people. But people will not take out their money and give it to you unless you're giving them a service that's more valuable than the money they're giving you. All right. So you can write that down. Okay. Yeah. You have to get more value than they are paying, or they won't pay. Right. All right. So let's keep moving. 1 second. Let me see if okay, he's back. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second. All right. So I saved the best for last. Yeah, like he likes to keep you waiting, right? So everybody can get excited and be at the edge of their seats. All right. So we are at the edge of our seats for the one and only, the man that brings positivity to everybody and people around the world. He's known as Mr. Positivity. He doesn't even need an introduction because we all know and love him, all the way from Nigeria. Mr. Positivity itself, Zion Inaugural. The floor is yours, my friend.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Eric. Thank you so much, Cassandra, Ambalilia, and Mr. Eni, for already inspiring us all. It's always a privilege to be here. And to everyone who are listening to us right now, I want to say a very big thank you for joining us. The power of collaboration is something that we cannot exhaust, because for everyone here, we are who we are today because of collaboration. And I will tell you how. You came into life because two persons collaborated. Your father, your mother worked together to give birth to you. So we are all a product of collaboration. And we are in this room, we are collaborating because we are speaking, and there are people out there who are listening to us. And then there is a channel we are using to reach out to ourselves. All these are all built on collaboration. But you must understand that we are all unique. We are all special. But the truth is, no matter how unique you are, no matter how special you are, you did not know it all. You do not know it all. And that's the reason why you have to work with people who doesn't have what you who have what you don't have, who know what you don't know, who has been where you want to be. And that's the reason why we all need to collaborate. And collaboration is as a result of a growth mindset. Let me shock you. If you don't have a growth mindset, you cannot collaborate. You cannot collaborate. You know, a growth mindset will let you know that there is enough success for everyone. There is enough money to be made in the world. For the fact I'm keeping the information to myself does not mean I'm going to make all the money. But in working together, we can make more money, we can make more impact, and we can influence the world more. Now, I'm going to tell us, I have a 3 C's for collaboration because it's very key that we understand this. My 3 C's for collaboration, the first one is you need to connect. You need to connect. If I don't connect with you, there is no way I can know about you. There is no way I'll know how we can collaborate. So connect with people, network with people, reach out to people. And after connecting, there is a place of communication. And that brings me to the second C, communication. If you don't communicate, you don't know what I do. I don't know what you do. I know what you do. I don't understand what you do. But in the place of communication, we share ideas, we share visions, we share goals, and then we see how we can support one another. And the last C is commitment. It's easy to come together. It's easy to be so tensed up. Let's do things. Let's impact the world. But where most people fail, it's the ability to be committed to collaborating. In commitment, that's where sustainability comes in. In commitment, that's where longevity comes in. Mr. Eric was saying earlier, there are sometimes he feels tired, but he must surely come. That's where commitment is. We all know that we have a role to play. We all know that we are part of a body. And everyone playing their role makes the whole body function effectively and efficiently. So in collaboration, you must connect, you must communicate, and you must be committed to the cause. You must be committed to the cause. In collaboration, there's something we must understand as well. Collaboration fosters diversity. But diversity comes with its own problem. It comes with its own issue. In collaboration, you must understand that everybody cannot be like you. Do not expect Eric to be like Zion. Do not expect Cassandra to be like Annie. Do not expect Zion to be like Leah. We are all unique in our own ways. So for effective collaboration, love people and accept people in their diversity, in their uniqueness. It will allow you to open yourself more to grow. It will allow you to open yourself more to embrace the acceleration for growth. So in collaboration, everyone is unique in their ways. Everyone is special in their ways. You must accept that. That's a common problem because I've been in collaboration, and that's one common thing I find with people. You must talk like me. You must act like me. You must do it the way I do it. No, it doesn't work like that. If I'm talking like you, where's the creativity? If I'm doing it like you, where is the advancement? How can we grow? So we all bring our own uniqueness. We all bring our own specialty to the table. And together, we can do so much more to make a difference and to make a positive impact in the world. The world revolves around people. The world revolves around people. And the ability for you to collaborate with people make us to make more impact in the life of people. And let's not forget, whatever thing you are collaborating on, make sure you are collaborating with a positive mindset. Because in positivity, there is endless possibilities for you. So thank you so much for listening. I yield the mic over to Mr. Eric.
All right. Appreciate that, Zion. Always bringing the fire all the way from Nigeria. Appreciate you. All right. So we have about 15 minutes left. We have about 4 or 5 questions. So it's going to be rapid fire. I'll tell you the question, and if you want to answer the question, fine. If not, that's perfectly okay because we have several questions. All right. So a few people asked this question: how do you go from competition to collaboration? Because we all have the mindset that we need to compete and be better than everybody, right? So how do we go from changing that mindset from competition to collaboration? And I'm paraphrasing these questions, but that's essentially what it is. So is there anybody that wants to speak to that in the group? Okay, so let's go with ladies first. So let's go with Cassandra and then Annie.
Absolutely. So love the question. I saw it pop up a couple of times, so I knew people were thinking in the right way just by the mere nature of the question. How do we move from a competitive to a collaborative mindset? We talked a little bit about we talked about doing the inner work, taking a look at you and understanding what you're bringing to the table. When you see your value, when you understand that you, just as you are, has value, then you're able to build upon that value with others. When you are afraid of losing, when you have a lack mindset versus an abundant mindset, and you're thinking about, I've got to make sure I get everything that I can get out of every situation, your hands are closed, your mind is closed, your heart is closed. So there's no way to really connect and build with someone else. So it begins with going inward, finding your own value and knowing what that is, so that you don't have to be fearful and feel less than when you're connecting with other people. So start with the mindset.
Awesome. Appreciate that. Eddie, go ahead.
And I totally agree, Cassandra. I think, it's about realizing that we haven't got all the answers. And sometimes you meet someone who has some things that you haven't got. That someone's got a tool, someone's got a method, someone's got an approach, a way of doing things that that can add value to what you do to your customers. So if you see the opportunity, which comes down to being self-aware, as you say, Cassandra, actually being honest with yourself. Here's what I bring, and here's what I could do more with. That's why sometimes your best collaborations, they come to you because they can see what you can't see. So I think it's having that open mindset to create for your customers, and then with that, you're looking for opportunities. Now realizing that if you find the right collaboration partner, your business moves forward such a long way very quickly, almost instantly. It takes work, don't get me wrong, I'm saying, but literally, I fast-tracked my business maybe by 5 years through my friends and partners. So I may say, you need to make friendships with people you have to collaborate with. Friends work much better together. Have real friendships. If everyone here, I can DM you, and I can call you tomorrow because we're all friends. That matters. Competing never helps anyone, my friend. Really, no. So you don't create when you compete. All you do is just compete. Whereas when you collaborate, you truly create something genius. It's a mindset thing, really.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Annie. And like I said, we have several questions. So when you speak, just answer whatever question you want. Thank you, Sold Out, for that question. Genevieve asked, from your experience, how do you treat, I guess, with the challenges of collaboration? Well, I think what she means is, how do you deal with the challenges of collaboration? Because it's not easy sometimes, right? So is there any maybe particular incident or experiences you have that you can share and how you overcame it to collaborate? One thing I will say before I choose one of you to speak is that you have to vet the people you collaborate with, right? So I get people that send messages to me all the time. Hey, Eric, let's collaborate. Let's do a call. Let's do this. You know what I do? I go on their page. I read about them. I watch their videos. Right? There's a guy that connected with me, and he said, we have a lot in common, blah blah. And I'm watching his videos, and he curses like a sailor in his videos. That's not me. Like, it's fine if you curse, that's fine, but I don't want you dropping F-bombs in my call. Like, you know what I mean? Right? So I'm like, as Eddie would say, no, not interested. You know what I mean? So I'm just being real. Can I be real? I'm just being real, right? So if they don't align with you, then don't collaborate, right? It's not everybody that aligns with you. Everybody here today aligns with me, right? Aligns with the mission that I have, right? We all have similar goals, missions, right? So that's why we work so well together. So you don't just want to collaborate with everybody. No, you have to have some common interest. So does anybody want to share anything about that question?
Yes, I'd love to share. This is a great question. So I know what I did initially when I was considering collaborating with others is I started to, just like Eric was alluding to, I started to interview other people. And I went on my social media and I asked for a quick 7-minute no pitch discovery call and just have many, many conversations. And through that sorting and sifting process, you're going to start to identify the people who do resonate with you. And then it's about taking that connection call to a relationship, looking at their social media, looking at who they are really as a professional in their industry. And really, it comes from knowing your own worth. When you know what you bring to the table, then you don't feel any risk of them stealing away your clients, or you don't feel like it's a competition, because if you're coming from it from a competition, then you're not going to be doing a collaboration. That's called a disaster. Right?
Yes.
So that's my 2 cents.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Anybody else before I ask the next question? Okay, go ahead.
I'll add very briefly. I think Zara mentioned it earlier. Communicate. You know, things. You know, there'll be challenges, but talk about them. If you don't talk about them, then you never resolve them. I think we're very good at assuming and making an ass out of you and me, literally, right? Let's stop doing that. You know, pick up the phone, send a DM, send a WhatsApp. You know, here's what I'm, here's what's happening. Here's what I'm thinking. What's going on? And that clarifies most things. You know, if things are going wrong, get them back on track by talking. That's what I always do, Eric. That's what I always do.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So yeah, a lot of people have actually commented on that. Leslie says, set expectations in advance of creating a collaboration, which makes sense, right? And then some people say have expectations. So Alexis, my proofreader, she proofreads my books. She asked this. She asked, should you have a written agreement prior to your collaborative efforts, right? So there's no misunderstanding. That's a good question, no matter how well you know them or how small the project. So let me just speak to that real quick. So for me, I typically don't have written agreements if we're just doing an online collaboration, right? Now, if we're doing something more, maybe something where we're doing a course together, writing a course together, yeah, because then money's involved, right? So you always want to have some kind of agreement in that case, because hey, is it 50-50? Am I doing what part am I doing? What part are you doing? Right? You don't want one person to do all the work and the other person just gets the check, right? So if there's money involved, definitely have an agreement. In terms of, for me, just collaborating online, I don't really have an agreement, because if you don't show up, I just do it. I just take it over. Nobody will even realize what happened, right? So that's what that's my 2 cents. But I appreciate that, Alexis. Anybody want to share regarding that? Regarding written agreements or any kind of obligations that people have and how you deal with it? Anybody want to share? No? Okay. All right. So let's keep going. There is another question that had to do, let's see. Let me pull it up here. Another question I had up here. Now I can't find it. Okay. Yeah. The question has to do with an example. If you or any of you can come up with an example of collaborations that you've had and how it's benefited you. Okay. So that's
I can, Eric.
Go ahead.
I do several collaborations. So I do a Wealthy Wednesday where I feature somebody that has in some capacity impacts your wealth. So if you're in the audience and you feel that you can bring value, I'd love to have you as a guest. I did a Power Women panel. Cassandra Terry's been on both of those, a Power Women panel and also our Wealthy Wednesday. And I will tell you what I've realized for me is that it does also bring value to your audience, but what it's done for me, I cannot even quantify. The relationships that I've built personally have really helped me so much. And so if you collaborate with others on your platform, to me, it's just so much more fun. Who wants to be by themselves doing all this? So those are the examples that I've done, and it has brought value to not just to my audience, but to the speakers. One of my speakers received a huge pay increase from being a guest. Another person was invited to be a guest speaker on a paid engagement by being a guest. So those collaborations to me are just invaluable. Great
Absolutely.
question.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Leah. Amberly, go ahead.
So this one is so near and dear to my heart because believe it or not, without meeting you, Eric, I would not be here. And meeting you and learning from you and having you mentor me when I was brand new at business and entrepreneurship, I would not be where I am today. And learning and growing and being coachable and working together on social media ideas, things like that. I'm truly grateful. And I ended up meeting a wonderful friend and someone that I can contact at any time. And I know that you are there to support me. And that is such a huge piece, the trust, being able to have someone that you know that understands you, understands your mission and what your drive is. So I'm forever grateful.
Thank you. Appreciate you. And it's all you, Amberly. It's all you. It's within you. I just help you bring it out. That's all it is. All right. Zion, I'll let you speak. I'll let you go ahead, Zion.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Eric. That was a good question. For me, I've had so many cases where I've collaborated with people, and specifically for my positivity event I hold every Friday. And I collaborate with other persons, and Mr. Eni is part of those I'm collaborating with. And because we come together, bringing our differences, our diversity, our expertise, we have constantly edited for over 75 weeks. We have constantly shown, but there are days I might not be available to speak. But because I'm collaborating with the right people, the event never stops. It keeps going. So for me, that's just one aspect. There are many things I'm doing collaborating with people, and it's been so effective and has been so efficient for me. So that's my personal experience on that. Thank you.
Absolutely. And what's the best way to reach you, Zion? I know we're getting to the end of the hour, so what's the best way to reach you?
All right, thank you so much. The best way to reach me is on LinkedIn. Search for Zion Enogeru. You see my profile. Then there's a link to book a one-on-one call with me. Reach out to me if you want to stay positive and embrace a journey of positivity. I'll show you that your life will never remain the same. So thank you. Over to you, Mr. Eric.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right. So as we round down to the end, I just want to mention, folks. So for me, I get a lot of opportunities because of my collaborations. Right. One specific one is a lady that I met in a coaching class. I was in a coaching class. We were both in the same coaching class, and we collaborated. Where I got her on her platform, she got on my platform. She introduced me to her group. She teaches branding. In her group, 3 people from her group bought my Compassionate Closer coaching program. So I got 3 clients from one group because I put her on my stage first. And by the way, I put her on my stage first, right? So that is specific example of how I made money through helping somebody and collaborating with them. Right. So and then several people, some people from this group, some people from my other group have told me that they get speaking engagements. They get people buying their offers, right, because of collaboration. So it's just as important for me for people to benefit from my collaboration than for me to benefit as well. All right. I think somebody else had their hand up. Was it Cassandra? Somebody want to speak to this? No, I don't. Was it Cassandra? No. Okay. All right. So Annie, go ahead. And we're about to wrap up. So also tell us how people can reach you, Annie.
So I've just put the link in the comments, so you can reach me on LinkedIn and my profile. Look, collaboration has built my business. I can't say that enough. From things like this, to services I deliver. I have partners for almost everything. I don't do any audio rooms by myself. Maybe I might do a few more going forward. But at the moment, I collaborate with people who are experts in their field. That's how I built my audio room business, really. You know, I said my book writing business, again, I've got partners who do different parts. I've got printers, and I've got people who help me with the bestseller campaign. I've got people who write books. I don't write books. I just market books. So the whole business is built on collaboration. It really is. You know, they increase my revenue, they make my life easier, they do their part. We'll help our clients. The world's a better place for Eric. It's an amazing thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much. And by the way, yeah, I collaborate too. I have a guy that edits my videos. And some people may love my videos. I don't edit them. I just shoot them. Right. I have somebody else that does all the backgrounds for my ebooks. Right. I have somebody that edits my books. Alexis. I have somebody that runs my events. I show up, but I'm not actually the one that does the behind the scenes. She does that. Right. So it's good to have people that work with you. And then they benefit too, because obviously, I pay them for their work. So collaborations work in any way, in different facets. All right. So we're gonna go around the room. How can people reach you? I know Zion already told us, and Annie has told us. So Amberly, what's the best way for people to reach you?
Sure. So the best way to reach me is under my name on all social platforms, and on Instagram and TikTok under @BeachGirlShree. So very simple, and please reach out. Love to connect with you.
All right. I put it on the screen. Okay, Cassandra.
Thank you, Eric. You can find me on all the social media platforms under my name, but the best way to connect with me is www.iwanttosoar.com. It'll give us a chance to have a quick one-on-one, as well as you to take an assessment and see where you are in your personal growth journey. iwanttosoar.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, I believe I've gone through everybody. Okay, great. So for those of you that want some sales tips, go to compassionatecloser.com. You can grab my free ebook. If you want to meet with me, you're interested in my programs. You can also go to compassionatecloser.com. You can book a call. All right, and if you want my videos every morning that I do, I just released one 2 minutes ago, even though I was here. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, again, collaboration, right? I just released one 2 minutes ago, right? So yeah, if you want to watch my videos, I drop a video every day on LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, every morning, 8 a.m. I give you free tips there. So go to compassionatecloser.com or Eric F. King on all the social media platforms. All right. So with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. This has been an incredible topic. So many people have benefited from this. So please share with as many people as you can, so more people can benefit from this. Thanks to all the people from around the world that joined us today. We appreciate you. If I didn't mention your name, it's not personal. We just have a lot of people. All right. But I specifically want to thank Amberly, Cassandra, Leah, Annie, and Zion for being here once again. Our world-class speakers. They can be anywhere. They're wanted to speak everywhere, but they're here today. So we appreciate that. All right. So with that, I will see everybody next week, same time, same place. We appreciate everybody. And it's been a plum-pleasing pleasure to be here with you this morning. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Good.